This skit just highlights that it goes to show that God can use anybody to speak to you, even Anthony. Even Anthony, Amber's husband, that is not completely truthful. At this specific time, at this specific moment, he gave her the words of encouragement that she desperately needed, especially when it looked like she was about to get on a tangent of blaming the Lord. Thankfully, her husband was that voice of reason to readjust her thoughts and ensure that she is aware that God is still on her side, is still in her corner. I don't know if Anthony really even believes in the Lord like that, but if the Lord can speak through a donkey, then he can speak through Anthony. And Anthony definitely gave her the words of encouragement. You know, usually when stuff like this happens or when Amber is going on a tangent, Anthony will usually come in and one will either be delighted about this whole situation or even try to direct her to be dependent on him, because that's what Anthony would want. He would want his wife to be solely dependent on him. But at this specific moment, he didn't do that. So that was shocking. He definitely gave her some good words of encouragement that as much as one door is closed, that means the Lord is opening another door. Yeah, she's been going through a lot. So it's possible that this is just a way for her to be redirected into doing something outside of working with Wayne and that toxicity and constantly being in the face of Shayla. She gave a good point that it does seem like every single time Amber takes one step forward, here comes Shayla like a leech, ready to suck the very step that she took forward. Because Shayla does move around and operate like she's a leech or like she's a monitoring spirit. Speaking of this, I know I've been reading Isaiah 59:19. It's been encouraging for me myself. And I feel like the Amber character can relate. And anybody that's going through it like the Amber character. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him." Amen. Sometimes it seems like the enemy is just ruling and reigning in your life, but it's encouraging to see that one, the Lord recognizes that the enemy is coming in like a flood and that he would be there to defend you, to intervene on your behalf, to go to war for you. So hopefully with the encouragement that we got in this skit, that means that they're changing the trajectory of Amber's storyline, that she will start to see some life in her storyline. Anywho, let me know y'all's thoughts below and thank you for watching.